Here with Darius Coit of Draco Boxing. What's good, D?
What's good, man? How you, man?
Chilling. Long time coming.
Yeah, man. It's been a lot going on, though. That's why. It's good right now, though. It's all good right now, man.
Making a big splash.
Yeah.
August 24th at the Met. Nahir Albright versus Colbert.
Yep.
Very, very intriguing fight.
Yeah,
Talk to me about it.
For sure, man. I feel like it's a good fight for both of them. One of them is like Nahir on his way up, I feel, and he needed a fight that kind of takes him to that level, fighting somebody who he feels is at that level. And then Colbert, we already know what's been going on with him. So he needs somebody that's tough, gritty, that's not going to stand there and like take punishment. Because right now he needs a fight that make him look good too. So it's the perfect balance for both fighters, for the reasoning behind it anyway. So it's good leverage, good interest. I feel like sparks going to fly on the 24th for sure.
Nahir Albright's been a road warrior, right? He's facing Keyshawn Davis on the road, facing Jermaine Ortiz on the road, Carlos Balderas on the road. Now he's getting a top-level fight at home. Like, what do you think that means for Nahir Albright?
I mean, it's different for everybody. Like, some people get used to being a road warrior where they prefer it because they don't have the pressure from everybody that's with them watching, you know what I mean? Some people like to fight that way. And others want that support. It depends on how you was raised and what you look forward to. But if you got if you got a system where you like to have people in the background, like to have people there supporting you, you might get an extra push fighting at home, for sure.
How did this card come about?
To be honest with you, man, I got to give the credit to RDR Promotions on that when they worked behind the scenes. I just said, hey, man, just give us a compelling main event. I don't even pretend to jump into those negotiations. That's all RDR and Rod on that one. So I got to give him credit for that. He fished it out. He already had Wu in the corner with him. He just went back out and hollered at Colbert. And I think the second time they talked, it worked out.
I feel like what makes this fight so intriguing, like as soon as I seen the flyer, I was like, ooh, because both fighters have a lot to prove.
Right.
Colbert, coming off of a knockout loss to Rayo.
Right.
He wants to prove that he's still world level and get back in there and getting these big fights.
Right.
Nahir Albright, on the cards, close fight with Keyshawn Davis, right? That was now a no contest because of a positive test for weed. That's boxing has to evolve with the times.
Yeah, true.
But
I don't think that's a performance in the
yes, but regardless of not, both guys are looking to either get back to world level or go to world level.
Yeah, for sure. And this is the fight to do it, because depending on how this fight goes, like obviously we want an exciting fight when everybody happy, but depending on how this fight goes, like if one is dominant over the other for whatever reason, you know what I mean? It's like that could put you in the stratosphere and lined up for another big fight. So I think this is it's magic in the making, man. I'm happy to be a part of it, for sure.
What is your goal for Draco Boxing?
To bring compelling fights. Not only that though, but when I was coming up, when all of us was coming up in Philly, they talked about the Blue Horizon all the time, right? And how legendary that scene was and the reasoning behind it, right? I get into the business of it, but the reasoning behind it was because the Blue Horizon itself was a brand that fighters can come through and, build their name on, and I felt like I saw now that the way the boxing business is set up is all about ticket driven. It's like, you know what I mean? We do things like force the fighters to like put too much pressure on them being the event, so to speak, right? So my goal was to create events that could stand alone without the fighters themselves only. You know what I mean? Not saying they're not involved in pushing the fight, but I mean there's an event and then there's the fighters. You know what I'm saying? So I put that together for a reason, because I want to build another platform that's here in Philadelphia, like the Blue Horizon, that we can launch fighters from. You know what I mean? I used to work with Vinoka Michael and Barbara Peach from the Blue Horizon like in 2005, and I just, you know what I mean? It just gave me that spark to want to do something like that. So the Blue Horizon shut down. So the Met to me was the next best thing, like bringing that type of energy to like the center and the heart of Philadelphia. It was something that's important to us. You know what I mean?
Along with that, you got Brian Jennings making his return, co-main event.
Shout out for that one. Yeah, that's a big one too. Especially, it wasn't as big in the negotiation as it is now, I think, because when you look at that fight now, after what happened with Usyk and Fury, the heavyweight division is all over the place. There's a lot of big fights to be had, man. Like, so it's kind of good that Wilder lost. It's kind of good that Fury lost, for real, for up and coming are guys that's right there waiting for another shot at the throne, so to speak, because it's wide open, man. Everybody wide open right now. So I think this is his step back to, and I think he'll probably say the same. But this is a step back to that stratosphere, to being able to challenge those guys at the top.
Especially with that Saudi money going around.
Oh yeah. You need to warm up, like fight at home, get your energy right, get back in the ring, get your feet wet again. And I already know he know what to do. He come from that ABC boxing gym, so I already know he know what to do. He just gotta get back in shape. So for sure.
Any further plans for 2024?
We plan on hitting something else in December. So we're gonna do this card in August and then roll everything up and do something else in December. But I don't want to put the cart before the horse. You know what I mean? I gotta make sure we land our feet right on this one first. Then we go somewhere else with it. You know what I mean?